So that is the difference. So you see angle of flap pi plus 2 pi. One thing you have to be very careful here is angle of flap or whatever angle of contact we call, and it is always for driven pulley. Is that clear? It is always for the driven pulley. So phi equals R1 sin inverse of R1 plus R2 by X. Equations. So with these equations in mind, we'll move on to some numericals. The first numerical, you make a note of this numerical, please write it down. Can you see the numerical? Can you see the question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, write it down.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This will not be displayed later. Right, you have to take it down because when I solve the problem on the whiteboard, I will not have this numerical over there. I will just write down the data. So you write the this one problem right now. So when I solve, you have to tell me the given data. Correct. So the question is, I'll read out the question. In an open belt drive, pulleys are 500 millimeter and 1200 millimeter in diameter on parallel shafts 4 meters apart. So here you have two diameters given, right? Two diameters given and the center distance also is given. The maximum tension in the belt is how much? 1800 Newton. And coefficient of friction is 0.3. Mu is 0.3. The driving pulley 1200 millimeter diameter, this is important, is running at 210 rpm. So is your driving pulley the shorter one or the bigger one? Smaller one or the bigger one? According to the question, which is your driving pulley?
So driving pulley is the bigger one.
Bigger one. So what we will do is we will have the driving pulley on our left side. So you can start the solution like this, right? Bigger one and then the smaller one. Just to get the nomenclature right. Right. I will draw it again later, slightly better than this, just to write down the given data. So here, driving pulley, we will write down the diameters and speed as D1 and N1. So D1 is how much here? D1 is how much? Driving pulley is 1200 mm in diameter. So 1200 mm. And D2 is how much? 500. Right. And this speed is how much? 210 rpm. Right. Similarly, the coefficient of friction is given to you and T1 is also given to you. We have to calculate the power transmitted. Have you written down the question? Hello, is the question
Yes,
written?
sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So
Yes, sir.
yeah, finish taking down the question. I will draw this again. We'll start the solution once again. Just making sure that you have taken down the question. Now this is the rough sketch that I have drawn. This is how you have to begin solving the numerical. Any numerical flat belt drive, you should have some data related to the two pulleys. Okay. Done? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. I need feedback.
Yes, sir.
No point in me moving
Yes,
very
sir.
quickly, right? It's very important that you understand and you give us the feedback. If you say to move on, then we will move on to the next stage. So let me use the whiteboard to solve this numerical. Can you see the whiteboard?
No, sir.
Not
No,
yet.
sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir, no.
Yeah. Now
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
you can see, right?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
We'll start the problem. First, let me draw the sketch. So a bigger pulley, right, and a smaller pulley. Then you have a belt. So belt actually, now if this is rotating in this direction, in clockwise direction, the rotation is like this. Then which side is tight? Which side is tight? T1.
Lower side.
Lower side. So here this T1 you can write it down. So slightly improve my sketch. Yeah. So this side it will the slightly be looser. So may not be that evident in the sketch, but you should understand that T1 is greater than T2. Right. So this distance, that this distance is center distance. Right. Now D1 we will write D1. D1. How much is D1? 1200. How much is it? 1200
Millimeters.
millimeters or 1.2 meters.
Meters.
Right. You can also write it down as how much? 1.2 meters. How much is N1? 210 RPM, isn't it? 210
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
rotations per minute. Then what about D2? What about D2?
500 mm.
D2 is 500 m. Or how much? 0.5 meters. Is N2 given?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Do you need N2 in the question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. If you want, you can find it out. But if it is not asked, no need to find out. Only what things that are asked, you need to find out. Now next, X is how much?
4 meter.
4 meters. Next, what else is given? What else is given?
Coefficient of friction is given.
Coefficient of friction is given. So I can write it down here. coefficient of friction mu is given. What is the coefficient of friction? It is coefficient of friction between belt and pulley, right? That is 0.3, and T1 is given. How much is it?
1800 newtons.
1800 newton.
Okay, 1800 newtons. Can you see what I'm writing on the board here? Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. So what are you required to find out?
Power.
Power.
We need
So
to find
power
out
is
so
power.
we
We
can
need to find out. We need to find out power, right? This you need to find out. So we'll solve it. I mean, you have to tell me the answer. I will take you through the steps. What is the equation for power? You write down simple numericals. Power equals, you might have the data handbook with you or the equations with you or textbook with you, but you should automatically be able to write the equation because they are that simple. So here what is known to you? T1 is known to you. Do you know T2? No. Can you find out V? How do you find out V? V you can find out. Driving pulley diameter and speed are given. So V you can directly find out without finding N2. You know N1, you know D1. So you can find V. What is V? You can write V equals pi D1 N1.
Can you please scroll your whiteboard to the side?
No, that I will show it to you. First you and explain this to you. So V equals pi D1 N1. Can you see what I have written here? V equals pi D1 N1. Yes or no? Can you see the equation that I have written?
No, sir.
No. Can you see the whiteboard?
So we can see the
Yes,
whiteboard, sir. Formula
So
alone
we
is
can't
existing
see the
on the
equation.
side.
No. Do you see something that is written on the whiteboard?
Yes, sir.
Just part, the diagram part.
Only the diagram.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, actually we ourselves can move the whiteboard on our screen. If you move your cursor to the whiteboard, a hand will appear, click it and then move the
second.
whiteboard left and right. So
1 second. 1 second. Now you can see.
Fine, sir. It's
Yes,
fine.
sir.
Huh? You can see now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right now I have just opted for me to solve it. There are two options. One is you can collaborate with me or you can just sit and watch. So I opted for the latter one. Let us see what happens. So here you have to find out V, right? You do that, you calculate V. How do you calculate V? What is D1? See here, what is D1? D1 equals how much is it? 1.2
sir,
meters.
1.2 meter.
And N1 is 210 RPM. So you can find D1 pi into D1 is 0.12 meters into 210. So you will get some value
sir,
of
D1 is 1.2 meters, sir.
how much?
1.2
1.2, not
meters, sir.
0.
D1 is 1.2, not 0.1.
Yes, sir.
1.2, no? 1.2, yeah, 1.2. Divided on 1.2 meters, 1.2 meters, 210 RPM. So how much you will get? Use your calculator. I'll just trust
791.28.
791.
0.28.
0.28.
0.2.
Have you substituted as 1.2 and RPM as 210? Have you multiplied by pi?
Yes, sir.
How much? 7?
91.28.
9.
Ah. unit is important, meters per minute. Is this clear? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we will move on to the next part. So this is one equation, equation number 1. This is equation number 2. Another equation to find out T2, what we can use is T1 by T2 equals e raised to mu theta. Equation number 3. So here T1 is known to you, correct? T2 is not known. You have to find it out. What else is known here? Mu is known to you. Theta you can find out. So first find out theta so that you can calculate T2. So theta equals, one more equation. Is it open or crossed?
Open.
Open.
So what is the equation? Pi minus 2 phi. So this is equation 4. How do I calculate phi? Phi equals
Sine inverse of R1 minus R2 by X.
sin inverse of R1 minus R2 divided by X. So be very careful here. You have to have R1 and R2, not D1 and D2. Right. R1 how much? D1 by 2.
0.6 meter.
Okay.
0.6.
Okay. And X is directly whatever
4
is given,
meters.
4 meters. So both R1 and R2 and your X should be in meters. And you have to find out inverse of sine. So you have to tell me how many degrees it is.
Sir, 5.02 degrees.
Okay. Other people, you people are getting the same value? More or less you should get the same.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now this pi is, first you can calculate in degrees and then you can convert into radians in order to substitute in equation 3. How much is theta? Theta, if you consider pi as 180 degrees, 180 minus 2 into 5.02. Sir. 180 minus 2 into 5.02. How much? This is 180 degree minus 2 into 5.02. Around 170 degrees, right?
169.96.
Yeah, around 170 degrees. How much of radians is it?
2.96.
Okay, so how to do that?
I multiplied by into pi by 180.
Okay, so 170 multiplied by pi by 180. How much do you get? How many radians?
2.96.
2.96.
So 2.96 or 3. You can call it as 3, not a issue. So how much of radians? So if you have theta, then definitely you can find T1, T2. So substitute that here. So T1 by, how much is T1? How much is T1?
1800.
1800.
Yeah, that you can write it down. T1 by T2 equals e raised to 0.3 into theta. How much is theta? Yeah.
2.96.
So you tell me how much, what is T2 that you are getting?
740.74.
So this thing here, T2 T2 is how much?
740 by 0.74.
Okay, 741 newtons. Okay. Now with these two values, you will be able to find out power. So equation number 1, if you substitute in equation number 1, so P equals 1800 minus 741. How much is V? How much we have calculated it to be?
Sir,
791.3. 791.3. 791.3 meters per minute, right? And this force is in tension is in Newton. So minute we will convert into second, and we will have that power in kilowatts. So we will have the 1000. So what is this value?
13.97 kilowatts.
13.966.
13.97 kilowatts, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Or approximately 14 kilowatts, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, any doubt here? Simple, very simple numerical. Today we will just solve simple numerical. Next class we'll go on to slightly difficult ones. Any doubt here?
Sir, could you explain that theta part one? How did you find theta?
Theta is you have to find out depending upon whether it is open or crossed belt drive. Here it is open belt drive given in the question. So theta pi minus 2 phi is known to you. It's an equation. 5 equals sin inverse of r1 minus r2 by x. You will get 5. So here you have 5. That you have to substitute here. Consider pi to be 180 degrees. 180 degree minus 2 into 5.02. How much? 170 degrees. Correct. That you have to convert into radians. How to convert into radians? Into pi by 180 you have to do. Yeah. This part. 170 into pi by 180. You get 2.96 radians. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh. So here there are 3-4 equations which you'll have to play with to find out the answer. There are few places where you have to be slightly more careful. As we move on, you will get such tricky problems. Shall we move on to the next problem?
Yes, sir.
So this step I have done it on the board. Next one I will use to you. You will have to give me the answer. Then the third one I will do it myself again.
Sir,
Yeah.
first quiz.
Tell me. I cannot hear you properly.
Quiz portion.
First,
Portion.
I cannot hear you.
So portion for the first quiz.
I have posted in the group. You see that it is posted in the group. We will see that after the class. Right? You can go through it once again. So you focus on the class. Can you see the question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You copy the question down and solve it. I will call people randomly. You will have to give me the answer. So I will read out. A shaft is to be driven at 480 rpm. So what is the speed of driven pulley? 480 rpm is the speed of the driven pulley. Driving from a driving shaft that rotates at 200 rpm. Right. So here we are actually increasing the speed. through an open flat belt drive. So open belt drive is used. Center distance of the drive is 1000 millimeter. So center distance is 1 meter here, and the diameter of driving pulley is 240 millimeter. Coefficient of the friction is 0.3. If the drive can transmit a maximum power of 3 kilowatts without slipping of the belt relative to pulleys, right? So in power, whatever equation is given to you, that is without slip, power without any slip. So don't get confused with the statement that is given here, without slipping of the belt related to pulleys. It is the same equation that you're supposed to use, right? That slip, the equation doesn't take slip into account. While deriving that equation, we assume that there is no any slip, right? So the same equation for power can be used here. Determine the necessary belt width. Determine the necessary belt width if the safe permissible tension is 15 Newton per mm of belt width. Neglect any centrifugal effects. So what is the equation that you're supposed to use here? One extra equation, I'll write that down. Determine the necessary belt width if safe permissible belt tension is 15 Newton per mm of belt width. So what is width? What is the equation for width? T1 divided by this value per mm value, safe permissible belt tension, the maximum allowable tension, that is 15 per mm, 15 Newton per mm. That is 15 Newton per mm. Right. So this is width, belt width. This is T1. T1. Right. So you have to calculate T1. Isn't it? How to calculate T1? Power is given to you. Power is given to you. Right. You know V. You can also calculate V. Correct. So this is one equation that you have. Equation 2. This is equation 1. One more equation is T1 by T2 equals e raised to mu theta. This also you can find out. So using equation 2 and equation 3, you should be able to find out T1 and T2. Right. At least if you find T1, we'll be able to calculate the belt width. Can you do it? So you take 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes, and come back with the answer. I'll call also. Have you got T1 minus T2 and T1 by T2? Two equation you will have. Finally, you will have only two equations. One is T1 minus T2 equals something. Another one is T1 by T2 equals something. This is from power equation. This is from ratio of tension equation. If you solve these two equations, you will be able to get T1 and T2, and then you can calculate belt width. Ananya?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to solve. I'm obtaining T1 minus T2
Oh.
through the equation of P,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then T1 by T2 using e to the power mu theta.
Fine. Yeah, you tell me the values. I'm waiting for your answer. Yes, Ananya?
Sir, I'm still doing it. I've got T1 minus T2 to be 1194.26.
1194.26. Okay.
I'm calculating T1 by T2.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, T1 minus T2 is 1193.66.
119?
3.66.
Okay, okay. Close to this, right? 119394. Depends upon how accurately you have substituted the values. T1 by T2. Yeah, how that you should be able to calculate. T1 theta you can find out. Open belt drive, right? Pi minus 2 pi. Pi you can calculate. So the process is same. Sine inverse of R1 minus R2. If one of the radius is not given, then you have to use the velocity ratio equation. What is that? N2 by N1 equals D1 by D2. So once you get pi, you substitute here, you get theta. So whatever theta you get in degrees, right, 170 or 160, whatever you get, suppose you get 160, you multiply by pi by 180 to get the answer in radians. Right now this is not known to me. That you will have to substitute in this here. 0. How much is it? 3. 3 or 2.5. That will have to substitute here. Theta
Sir,
value.
I got T1 by T2 as 2.509.
Okay, 2.46 or 47 you might get. Okay. So with this value you should be able to calculate. You substitute T1 here, you substitute this here, you solve these two equations. T1 how much do you get? T1 equals 2.5 T2 or 2.4 T2. Then how much is T1? Keshav?
Sir, it's
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, it's 1990.43.
1990.43. Okay, let me check. So according to you, if this is T1, then what is width, belt width? It has to be this value divided by maximum tension. How much is allowable tension? 50 Newton per mm. So what is width? This value divided by 15, how much?
132.69.
Okay, there is some aberration in the value. We will get around 134 actually. The same step you can follow once again. We'll get around 134 mm. Right. So when you have 3 or 4 steps, somewhere if you had rounded off and that you had continued for 2-3 steps, then you might get some difference. But okay, that is fine. Around 13.2 or 13.4 centimeter is the belt. Fine, that accuracy is fine. 13.2 or 13.3 or 13.4 mm of belt width is the answer. Right. What will happen if you have belt width less than this? If you have belt width of 10, if you deviate from this belt width, what will happen? Greater or less than? Tell me.
So the belt will tear if it is less.
The
belt will tear if the width is less than what's given.
So you see the equation once more to those who haven't understood. The belt width is T1 by allowable tension. Right, allowable tension. Allowable tension per mm width. So this width, if you substitute some value and if you calculate this allowable tension, the tension value here, that will be equal to T1 by this width. So if you have a lesser width, lesser than 13.2, this value will increase. Whatever tension you get, it will be greater than allowable. So what can happen to the material? It can
break, sir.
It can break or it can tear. But if you said advisable to use a higher value instead of 13.2. Can I use 14?
No, sir.
Why? Some factor of safety you can give, right? Some allowance you can give, and instead of 13.2 you can take it at 13.4, 13.4. But too much if you do, then it will be waste of material, right? You'll learn this concept of factor of safety in your higher semesters in solid mechanics and in design, right? Sometimes we by calculation we will arrive at particular parameter, exactly the same value you cannot use. right? So those things we'll not discuss. Whatever numerically we get, we will fix to that, right? Problem now here is if you use smaller width, then there's a problem. If you use width greater than that, there's no any problem as far as the integrity of the material is considered, but it will be over design, right? Right now, for a first year syllabus, you can conclude only this much. The next is it clear? We will move on to the next problem. So I want, once a particular level of input is given, I want you to be able to solve the numericals. Right? If you're not able to solve, then few things I can teach you, but then you have to go back to the board and learn on your own. So make a note of this problem. 1 second, let me share it. Already shared. Okay. Can you see the question? Can you see the question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Note it down.
Yes.
Yes. So what is driver and what is driven here? You have motor, you have pump. So always your pump is driven by your motor. Pump will be doing some work, right? And electric motor is actuating it. Electric motor is the actuator here, and pump is doing some work.
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry to
Okay.
interrupt.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes, tell me.
So you called out my name. I think you were asking a question.
Fine,
My name is
fine.
Adi. Yeah, my
No,
my network
no, I
connection
haven't
is not
called you.
really stable.
I don't think I have called you. Right.
Okay, apologies. But if
Oh.
you did, I apologize for not answering. My internet connection is not very stable right now.
No, don't worry. I will call you later. Right.
Okay.
We can involve in the discussion later. So electric motor will always be an actuator for your pump. This is no close. But we will reduce the problem to 2 pulleys and 1 belt, and we will write on the data and solve the numerical. Which one is larger? Pump here is larger or pulley? So motor pulley diameter you can see 300, pump is 600. So pump is bigger and motor shaft is smaller. So you can write down, draw the sketch like this roughly. So this is motor. There's a shaft here. If you want, you can write the shaft. Also, you can write here. Draw. This is the pulley. Pulley will always be around the shaft. So it will be centrally there will be shaft. Around that you have pulley. Wrapped on the pulley you have your this one belt. So this is motor. This is a pump. Right. So D1 is how much? D1 is 300 mm. 300 mm. N1 is 1440 RPM. Right, 1440 RPM. Then D2 is how much? D2 is double of D1. So can you immediately say how much is N2? How much is N2 without using calculator? If diameter is twice, diameter of pump is twice that of diameter of motor, how much is N2? 1440 divided by 2, isn't it? How much is it?
720.
Yeah, don't use calculator for these things. Next, what is given? Your coefficient of friction and center distance is given, right? Mu is given 0.25 and x is given, center distance 1000 mm or 1 meters. What else is given? P is given, power transmitted, that is 20 kilowatts. Permissible tension, how much is it? 10 kilonewtons. That 10 kilonewtons, that is permissible tension. So you are supposed to find out belt specifications. What do you mean belt specifications here? One is belt width, another one is length. There are two things you have here: length of the belt and width of the belt. You are supposed to find out these two. Clear? Yeah, we'll move on to solve the numerical. Shall we move on to the next slide? You note down whatever I have written here. I will write it down again. We'll move on to the whiteboard. So parallelly you can do the calculation on your own. So D1 equals 300 mm or 0.3 meters. N1 is 210 RPM. 210 RPM.
Can't see the screen.
I have shared. I think there must be some delay. Anyone else?
Loading.
Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir. You can see it.
Yeah.
Yes,
See,
sir.
the internet will be different in each one of our places. So, if you tell me if I need to wait before I start explaining. Shall I start? You can see the screen? Okay, so D1, N1, you can write it down. And D2, N2 also you can write.
Sir,
Yeah.
N1 it's 1440, not
Sorry.
210.
Yeah, correct. Sorry. From previous problem, I think I picked from previous problem. N1 is how much? 1440. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So N2 is 720 RPM. Right, and then we have, what else do we have? X, we have x equals 1 meters, mu equals 0.3, 0.25 now, 0.25. Then what else do your power is? How much? 20 kilowatts. Permissible tension. Right, permissible tension is 10 kilonewtons. You are supposed to find out belt specifications. Belt specifications, length of the belt, let us find out. So you write on the equation for open belt drive. What is the equation? Pi into, can someone tell me the equation?
Pi into R1 plus R2
R1 plus R2
plus
R1
R1
minus
R1 minus R2 whole square by X
R2 whole square by X
plus 2X.
plus 2X, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So R1, R2 you know. X also you know. Tell me the value of L. R1 you have to find out D is if D is given, you have to find out, be very careful there. If diameter is given, you have to find out the radius and then substitute here.
So 3.436 meters.
3 point. Yeah, let us wait for answer of other people.
Same, sir.
Same. Yeah, who gave the answer to people? Avani, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, one more guy said same. Who was it?
Vikram.
Vikram. Okay, Vikram. 3.436. Okay, let us. I don't have the calculator right now. I'm just trusting your calculations. So next, what we need, another belt specification. We need to find out width, right? For that, we have to find T1. This is given 10 kilonewton per mm. So we have to find out T1. Just like the second problem that we did. We're supposed to find out T1 here as well. Use two equations. So one you have T1 minus T2 into V divided by 60 into 1000 equals 20. How much is it? P?
20 kilowatts.
Yeah, this one equation you have. This you need to solve. V you can find out. Right. So you will get T1 minus T2. Can you tell me T1 minus T2 how much you are getting? V equals pi D1 N1 or D2 N2 if you do, you will get. Linear velocity is constant. So pi D1 N1 equals pi D2 N2.
So T1 minus T2, I'm getting 884.19.
Okay, let us
Sir,
see.
I'm getting 884.17, sir.
Okay, 884 or 885. Okay, let us fix to 884. I'll call it approximate. Okay. So next, T1 by T2 equation you have T1 by T2 equals e raised to mu theta. So do that. Theta if found out same. Open belt dry equations are same. I'm not going to write down the equation for theta again.
Sir, I got theta to be 2.84 radians.
Theta equals 2.84 radians. Reasonable, reasonable. Let us see.
Sir, value of T1 shall I tell?
No, T1 by T2 you tell me values so that
T1
I can.
by T2 2.034.
Okay, that is a reasonable value.
2.034.
0.03. Any other value for T1 by T2? Arnav?
Sir, I am doing the calculation, sir. 1 minute.
T1 how
So
much
I'm
you are
getting
getting?
the same value.
Same. Okay. T1 how much you are getting?
1797.1 Newton.
17?
97.1 Newton.
Okay. 1797 Newton.
So does
width is how much?
1796.8 work?
Width is how much? Yeah, you do it once again. make sure that all steps are correct. Procedure I have explained. So width is 1797 by 10, isn't it? So around close to 18 mm you should get. Earlier in one of the problems we got around 13 mm. Any other answer? If it's close to this, fine. It's extremely.
Sir, correct, sir. This one
Correct.
only.
Okay. So any doubts here in this problem?
centimeter, no, sir.
Sorry, 18. Yeah, 18 centimeter.
Hello, sir. I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, in this sum, phi will be negative, no? Not theta, phi. Because R1 minus R2 is negative.
Bigger, you will see the difference, right? It can change. Either it can increase in power or decrease in power, but the
So,
geometry
sir,
is
I am
same.
getting, I am getting theta equal to 3.44 because phi is negative, sir.
No, not negative. Not you see the difference in radius. Whichever
Okay,
is
sir, only
bigger,
the
right?
magnitude.
Yeah, I won't take only the magnitude because the geometry is same, right? The right angle triangle, whatever you have in the derivation, either you reverse it, you see the mirror image of it or the true image, it will be same. The difference, right? You can go back to the nomenclature and see. In our derivation, we have taken the driving to be the one size and your driven to be maybe bigger. So when the sizes become opposite, R1 and R2 will change. R1 is bigger in our derivation, but here R1 is smaller. You have to take the difference in the values. Magnitude you should take. Magnitude of the difference. How much you are getting the values? Any other values?
No, sir.
But I have some doubt. What is the permissible tension value given? Unit
10
you see?
kilonewton.
10 kilonewton. T1 is in Newton, right? T1 is in Newton. Correct.
Yes, sir.
So we need to make some changes. Why no one noted the unit given there?
Sir, I believe that is the reason we have written 18 centimeter.
So here we make that change here. 17. Can you see the whiteboard?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is newtons, right? T1 is in newtons. Permissible tension is given as 10 kilonewtons. So multiplied by 1000. Right. Don't simply just change the units to get a reasonable value. You follow the right procedure. Correct.
Excuse me,
How
sir.
much you will get? Yeah, how much you will get? What value do you get?
0. Sir, 0.18 meters.
0.
18 meters.
Okay.
Sir, but tension T1 is in newtons and permissible tension is in kilonewtons. So when we convert it to newtons,
Newtons,
Newton
that's
by
it.
Newton is unitless, sir. How are we getting this meters?
Kilonewton per mm width.
That was not given, sir. Only kilonewton was given.
No. Let us see the permissible
Only
tension is
10
always
kilonewton is given.
no. Permissible tension should always be given. You do solve the question according to the data given to you. Permissible tension will always be given per unit mm per unit length, right, in general.
But it's not specified here.
Not specified, yes. Not specified, yes. But if not specified, you have to assume it that way, and you have to do the solve the question according to the question, right? In the previous case, 15 Newton per mm width was given. Correct.
Yes, sir.
So if you convert this into, let us do some comparison here, since the question is slightly. How much of Newton? If it is 1 mm, if it can bear a load of 15 newtons. How much of kilonewton is it? 0.015 kilonewtons, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Right. So in the question right now, it cannot be per mm. Right. So it actually should be given per meter. So when you solve problems, in case if such an error, if you get in your exam, definitely we will correct it. But missing data can be suitably assumed by using our common sense. So 10 kilonewton per meter. So with that, you will be able to solve the problem. Now the step is clear. Only thing is the unit system, whether it's per meter or millimeter, is not given. That you should assume depending upon the value that you see. Right. So when you compare to the previous problem, you will come to know about it. Is that clear? Always it should be given per unit length. Do they give the data in per mm or per meter? It is left to the one who set the question. Right. According to the data given, you have to solve. Next problem. Can you see the question? We'll go move on to the next problem. Can you read the question? Can you read the question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Take it down. So in the calculating the power transmitted, centrifugal tension we haven't calculated at all. Right. So use the normal power transmitted equation. There's no any change to the power transmitted equation. Open belt running over two pulleys connects two parallel shafts 4.8 meter apart. The initial tension in the belt when stationary 3000 Newton. So T naught is 3000. Or we can write T1 plus T2 equals 6000. This is one equation. Right. What else is given? Other than initial tension, what else is given? So T1 by T2. One second. T1 by T2 you can calculate. Can you calculate T1 by T2 here? Yeah, you should be able to calculate theta because you know R1 and R2. You will be able to calculate R1 and R2. Center distance is also given. So using these two equations, you should be able to find out T1 and T2. With that, you should be able to calculate power. So do this yourself. You taken on the question?
Yes, sir.
Aniket, you have to tell me the answer. At least T1 by T2 or T1 minus T2, how much you are getting? You should tell. Sorry, T1 by T2 or T1 plus T2 I have written. T1 by T2. Yeah, Aniket. Can you hear me, Aniket? Aniket is absent. Abhijit. Yeah, I want you to give feedback. Do you want me to continue the class in the next class as well, or you will just study from the material?
We want problem, sir.
And then no one is replying.
So
If you
T1
can study on your own, then we will not teach you. You should involve.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
So T1 by T2, I'm getting 2.41.
So simple numerical. That's why I have given it to you for solving. Yeah, 1 second.
So theta will get 174.03 and T1 by T2 will get 2.48.
1 second, let me.
2.45.
1 second. T1 by T2 how much? Someone.
2.48.
2 point.
2.48. 2.48.
That is reasonable. Looks good. Next, after that, yeah, T1 by T2 you have, right? T1 by T2 also you have. How much do you get? T1 how much do you get?
T1 plus T2.
Yeah, that I have already written.
Power value, I guess.
Yeah, no, T1, you tell me T1, let me see how much is it.
T1 is 4,285.7. 4285.7.
T1, T2.
T2 is 25. Sorry, sir, 1 second. No, T2 I didn't calculate, sir. Directly T1 minus
Divided by
T2.
2.48, right? How much is it?
Yes, sir. No, but I directly did T1 minus T2, sir.
Yeah, fine. No, do that and tell me T2 how much. And tell me the value of power as this one.
1724.1.
Yeah? 2?
1724.1.
Sir, 1728.1.
1728 newtons. How much is power?
Power
kilowatts.
is 80.78 kilowatts.
81
So
kilowatts,
taking
is it?
80.4.
Okay. Decimal places, it's fine. We don't have so much of power. Right, this is the answer. Right, so I don't think you have any difficulty in solving the problems of belt drive. So the last numericals, you can do it as a homework. You have to tell me the answer in the next class.
Previous slide.
Previous slide, I have given the problem to you. I haven't done anything. Answers given by your classmates I have written. You make a note of this question. Power transmitted between two shafts 3.5 meters apart. This is X value by a crossed belt drive. So here the equations are different. If you're aware of that, you won't find any difficulty. Cross belt around two pulleys. So this is the diameter, D1 and D2 is given. Power is given. Speed of larger pulley is given.
Sir,
Yeah.
here we have to do 5 plus 2 into 3.
Yeah. That's the only difference.
That is.
Otherwise, it is just specification of belt and initial tension you are supposed to find out. Right. So here the permissible load is 25. So this is not M, this is N, okay, 25 newtons per mm. Right, per mm width of the belt. Coefficient of friction 0.34. So you are supposed to find out L length and width and then initial tension. So you have to find out, you should know R1 and R2 to find out length. Then you have to find out T1 to calculate width, and you have to find T2 to calculate initial tension. So these things in this order you're supposed to find out. R1 and R2 is given, so you calculate the length from that, then calculate T1, calculate width from that, right, then calculate T2 and then calculate T0. That's, you have to use the right equations to solve this particular problem. This you solve it on your own as an homework, and give me the answer in the next class.
Can you please show the question once
One
again?
second. Note down the question.
So can we leave if you've noted it down?
Yeah. If you noted, you can leave.
Thank you, sir.
Is it done? Have you taken the question?
Sir,
Yes,
2
sir.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Well,
Thank you, sir.
yeah. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So do we take mu as the coefficient of friction between driven pulley and belt or driving pulley and belt?
Take it same. It is a constant between both.
Okay, sir.
Right, same
Thank you.
material. Weld material is same and pulley materials are same.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, could you show the previous problem? I want to check the final answer.
That I don't think I haven't written that.
Oh.
I have. So answer I haven't. No. You want to know the answer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I will tell you. Which one is that? 1.5 meter. One second.
That one.
Previous problem. Yeah, that one. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, power is 80 point something 4 kilowatts.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right. Yeah. So shall we end the class?
Okay,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So I'll leave. I'll end the meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome.